Hey everybody, today is August 29th and I'm here with an update about all the latest and greatest with COTI. So it's been a while since my last update. I've covered the mid-year review. Since then, you've probably seen my update about COTI Pay Business with our enterprise client. There's a video, there's an article you should follow. But today I'm going to focus more about Djed, about gCOTI, the Treasury, and some other general updates. For those who don't have the time to read the update about COTI Pay Business, let me just give you the highlights. We are at the security stages of making sure that our system that should be transmitting millions of dollars in value will go through a penetration test, an audit, and all security checks. Once that is done, we are going to integrate it to our client front end and to his payment system. And from that point onwards, we'll have a system with a cryptocurrency gateway that is able to accept tokens from multiple chains, stable coins that are generated for this private payment network. We're starting off with Tron, but we'll probably gradually grow to some other chains. Everything goes through a cryptocurrency gateway that we provide, then transmitted to a router that takes all values and converts them to corresponding CMD token based obviously on the trust chain and does all the backend operations. So this system is now at the security checks phases. So without further ado, let's talk about some other things. First, general updates on the Treasury grace period has been shortened, as you've all requested, or most of you have requested. So this is now in deployment and is a fact. We've integrated a system called Coinly for text purposes. It's another request by the community, and we'll be down the line developing ways for you to export CSVs with some more information that was requested. Okay, let's talk a bit more about Djed. So we've written an article about some misconceptions and half-truth about Djed and SHEN. Let me just give you a few highlights. The big questions that some asked was, hey, is Djed working as planned? And the answer is absolutely yes. Djed is working exactly as planned in terms of the protocol and its usage. So some people asked, has Djed lost its peg? We see that the collateral ratio is below 400%, which is really a mix of a few things. So let's start off with the obvious. Djed never lost its peg. You could have and can still obviously always redeem $1 worth of Djed by receiving ADA from the Djed protocol at djed.xyz. This has always been the case. Sometimes in DEXs with low liquidity or on CMC and whatnot, a Djed price can be a bit more than $1. But in reality, all of these things, if it's a bit more or a bit less on certain DEXs, it's just an arbitrage opportunity because you could always redeem Djed for $1 worth of ADA on the platform. Now, you can do that even if the collateral ratio is below 400%. In fact, until it's below 100%, which is never the case, you can always redeem it for $1 worth of ADA. This is how the system was created, and this is why Djed is the most over-collateralized stablecoin in the market. Now, it doesn't come with no cost. So what I call the stablecoin trilemma is that when you issue a stablecoin, you need to sacrifice one thing to not sacrifice the other two things. One obvious thing is decentralization, and I would say a lot of the stablecoins out there sacrifice their decentralization. They can be centrally issued, backed by fiat, and the sad reality is that these stablecoins can always be stopped, censored, or just lose their peg in case Silicon Valley Bank goes bust over the weekend, and we see that happening with the top stablecoins out there. The other thing that you may sacrifice for the other things is capital efficiency. So you need to deposit $2 worth of something to receive $1 worth of a stablecoin. This is not the case with Djed, because when you mint Djed, you need to deposit $1 worth of ADA to mint $1 worth of Djed. Now, the last thing is the business model. And the business model for Djed is what we needed to sacrifice a bit to make sure that we create the safest stablecoin out there that will never lose its peg and is capital efficient. If you are doing a centralized stablecoin like USDT, your business model as the issuer is obviously great, because you take fiat, you put it with, you back it with treasuries, and you receive a nice risk-free flow of funds as the issuer. Obviously, you as users get absolutely nothing, and that's not the case with Djed. So when you provide the collateral, the over collateral in the Djed system, you deposit ADA, you get SHEN, and this is when you receive your reward. Not us, not COTI, you, the people that actually provide the liquidity and the over collateral. COTI just get a pretty small operational fee on top of things, which is another misconception that COTI is taking all the fees. It's not really. It's those who generate SHEN. Now, the big question is SHEN lucrative enough to hold? Because Djed is obviously very lucrative. You can get, around 60% APR right now in various DEXs for your Djed deposit. With SHEN, you can get anywhere between 20 to 30% APR, and you can just follow the latest and watch it, which I would say is quite nice. You also get the the burn and mint fees from the platform, which accumulate. And if you are longing on ADA, if you believe ADA as an asset over time will appreciate in price, then SHEN gives you exactly that with some multiplier. If you don't think holding ADA is a good idea, then SHEN is not for you. Absolutely not for you. But if you do think, and if you already have ADA, then it makes sense, because you're also getting the staking rewards. So you're getting essentially everything that you're getting from ADA. What are the risks? Because no value comes with no risk. There is a risk that the collateral ratio will drop below 400%, as it is right now, and you cannot burn your SHEN to receive ADA right now. When can you do that? When ADA price appreciates, or when other folks add more liquidity to the platform, as they did in the past. So it's more of a liquidity risk more than anything else. But if you can, if you have a long horizon, then it makes total sense. Sorry. So this was the thing with Djed and the misconceptions around it. Again, Djed is still obviously a work in progress. It's a young stablecoin. It was born to crypto winter, obviously. But still, even with that, never lost its peg, never even came close to losing its peg, while other major stablecoins lost their peg. That was #1 priority. It's still very much capital efficient. And incentives, I think they make sense. But obviously, we are constantly reevaluating that and see what we can improve. If you see more misconceptions, other issues, please let us know. We'll keep updating on everything. And another thing that we'll be updating on, in a more timely fashion, is that whenever we distribute the SHEN delegation rewards, so essentially what comes from the ADA staking, we'll let everybody know, and we'll let them know how much we are sending, and use that also to update everybody on current APRs on various DEXs, etc. For SHEN. What else? In the coming days, we are doing 2 big tech updates on Djed. One is a newer version of the chain index, and another one is the pub user upgrade. Both will give us performance and scalability. We wanted to have that in place before we do the next thing. And the next update is that we are lowering the minimums for minting Shen to make it more accessible for a bigger audience. So that is also coming. Okay, let's talk about gCOTI. gCOTI is obviously already out there, and it's already boosting people's APY. What's coming for that is first we are integrating gCOTI to the bridge. So we'll be generating a gCOTI ERC20 version, bridging it to the bridge, so those with native can go to ERC20, and that will come with a lot of upside in the wider ecosystem, things that you can probably think of. The other thing is that we are working on a voting system that will come with gCOTI, and when that will be ready and in place, you can exercise your governance with gCOTI, and will start to allow for some certain votes, etc., and other things that are coming. So bridge, with that, a wider ecosystem for gCOTI usage, and then votes using gCOTI native version. And we'll keep you in the loop with things as they come up. So this has been my update. A lot of things are happening these days. COTI Pay Business is coming to live with its enterprise client. You've been patient, we've been busy, and it's coming to life right now. gCOTI is moving to its next stage of development, and also Djed. So keep track on everything that is happening, and as always, stay COTI.